Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this hero section. First, we're going to start with the navbar, where I'm going to show you how to add the nav links. Then we're going to go to the logo. Then I'm going to show you how to add text to the left side, then add a button, and then an image on the right. So let's get started. Okay, so this is going to be our basic setup. To get this, you'll need to press the F key and then just go to the right side, select desktop. This is just some dummy data that we're going to use to get an idea of what we're going to create. And this is the color palette we're going to use throughout our project. Now to create our first section, which is the hero section, I'm going to need a background and I'm going to use a shape for that. First, I'm going to align it properly and then I'm going to change the color. I'm going to use one from our color scheme and then I'm going to use the eyedropper tool for that. Now to change the background of the rest of the page, I'm going to repeat what I did above. Now I'm just going to make sure I have aligned this properly. Next, you just need to change the color and see, you have a different background. Now this is important. Make sure to lock your shape, otherwise if you accidentally click on it, you'll end up moving it out of alignment. So make sure to lock your shapes so they don't move out of place. Now next we are going to work on the nav bar. For this I like to create a shape, and the reason for that is that everything I put inside of that, I can just group all of them together and it helps with alignment as well. Next I'm going to make the opacity 0 so that it is invisible. Next I'm going to rename the shapes so that I know which is which. Next I'm going to work on the navigation links. Select the T and then just drag to create a text area. Now write whatever the navigation name is going to be. Next, I want to make it regular, so first select the text and then change it from bold to regular. Okay, so the width of our text box is very big now. So there are two ways to do this. I can drag the end like this, or we can use the auto width function and it will automatically lessen the width of the text box. Now I'm going to create two more for our about and contact. Also, I'm going to make one for the logo. Now I'm going to group everything about our nav links. And I'm going to name it nav links. And then I'm going to group the logo area and the nav links group. And I'm going to group all of that into the nav bar. Now everything is grouped together nicely, and whenever we need to find anything, we can easily find it now. Next, I'm going to show you how the grid system works so that we can align everything perfectly. To add a grid, first select your frame from the left side, then go to your right side, layout grid, and then choose column, and then select how many columns. Make sure the type is center, and then make sure the width is 90. I'm gonna make sure that I name this navbar. Next, I'm gonna make sure that my nav links are aligned according to the grid. And I'll also make sure that the logo area is also aligned to the center, and I can do that from the right side. Now I think my hero background is kind of small, so I'm going to increase the height. But you will also see a problem that our shape is being hidden by the layer in front of it. So I'm going to move our hero layer above. There we go, it solved the problem. Now I'm going to use some of this dummy data, and I'm just going to write it to show you, if you have created some kind of text box, how you can edit that. So first go and select the T, and then click on the box, and then you can just edit that. I'm going to do the same for the next one, but you will also see a problem here, and that is that one box is covering the other one. But first, let me create another one, and you can easily do that by dragging, press Alt, and then release. Alright, let's easily clean all of this up. Select all of the nav links. You have to select each of them inside the group, and then go to the alignment options, horizontally and vertically align them. Now to automatically tidy them up, go to the more option and select tidy up. It will evenly space them out. And the horizontal and vertical alignment automatically works because they're in the navbar group. Now I'm going to select the name of our site, and I'm just going to copy and paste it here. Again, the same process, T, select the text box, and just paste. Now I'm going to mess around with the settings until I think it looks good enough, and I'm gonna fast forward this. Next, I'm gonna show you how to change the font. Now go down here, and you can see a lot of different fonts, and whenever you hover over one of them, the text box that you have selected, the font of that will change accordingly. Now you can search for a font, or you can select one from the whole list that you just saw. I'm just gonna select this one. Now selecting that font matched with our alignment, so just select the nav links group area and the logo uh, name, and click the vertical alignment option on the right. Okay, so next we need an image on the right and some text on the left. I have a few images prepared in advance, so I'm just going to select one of them and drag and drop them in. It will automatically become a part of the frame, and I'm just going to resize it and align it accordingly. Okay, so I'm gonna add two text boxes to the left, one for our title and one for our description. And I'm just going to copy and paste the text here, and I'm gonna remove the unnecessary parts. Now I'm gonna copy the name from the navbar and I'm gonna paste it here. Now I'm gonna change the font size. Okay, so next I'm gonna show you how to change the color of a few words that are inside of a text box. First, select the text you want to change, go to the fill, select the color, and there you go. Next, mess around with this until you think you have a good color. I think this is good. Next, I'm gonna increase the font size, and I'm also gonna mess around with the line height so that it looks good. Next, I'm gonna group everything together so that everything is arranged properly so that I can find it easily in the future if I ever want to edit anything. Also, I'm gonna mess around with some of this stuff until I'm satisfied, and I'm just gonna fast forward this because I've shown you how to do all of this already. Okay, so next I want to create a button. I'm gonna use a shape. I'm gonna take 3 columns. Next, I'm gonna change the color. There we go. Okay, and I want to make the corners rounded, but I'm gonna name it a button first. And there we go, the border radius. I'm just gonna make a book an appointment button. I'm gonna mess around with the text a little bit so that it looks good. Now select the frame and click the eye icon. That turns off the grid. And let's see what our final result is. Okay, I'm kind of missing something. I'm gonna add a phone number here. Let me quickly do that. Okay, I also want to add an icon here so that people know that they should be looking for a phone number here. I'm gonna use this icon 8. You can just go to the search bar and put in whatever icon you're looking for. Just select the icon you're looking for, click it, and it should appear. And let me just drag it in and resize it just like an image, and let me align it. Let me just quickly group this up so that I know where it is next time I want to change anything. Hope you enjoyed that. Like, subscribe, and share for more content like this, and I'll see you next time.